Welcome to Manifesting Through Motherhood. I'm your host, Lindsay Williams, a self-development mentor, entrepreneur and author, dedicated to helping busy mums like you manifest success, balance and create passive income on your terms. With years of experience in mindset, manifestation, fitness, parenting and business growth, I share simple yet powerful strategies to help you transform your life without the overwhelm. If you're ready to up-level your mindset, build a thriving business and create the life you truly deserve, you're in the right place. You can also find all my books on Amazon, packed with tools to help you manifest and grow. So don't forget to follow the podcast to be updated on all new episodes. And let's get going. Welcome back, ladies, to the podcast, and thank you for the book sales this week. I've had quite a number of book sales. I've had my book, my time blocking book, my planner, and a Christmas book. So yes, and I've had lots of you guys, new guys to the podcast, listening. So much appreciated. And yes, so do you know what I thought today is, like, everyone's getting ready for like the new year now, and I always say to people, do not leave it too late. And I thought, how do we reset our routine now? And looking at time, boundaries, and just basically getting your spark back. So I've had so many people on the last few episodes getting so much feedback saying, like, I'm really applying everything that you've been doing. And I'm not saying I'm the next, like a full-on expert at everything. This is what works for me. This is what I'm qualified in. And this is what I teach. Obviously, I'm going to talk about it on the podcast. But this is a space where you want to feel grounded, you want to feel inspired and just completely supported. But this time of the year, it's that end of year fog, overwhelm, the juggling, the mental load. And we can reset before the new year, because we do not want to step into new year with these bad habits and bad sleep habits and not really thinking, because we know what happens. We get through Christmas and then actually we're thrown with, we have to do a goal. You don't have to do a goal, but I'm guessing if you'd listen to this podcast, you're heavily into manifesting and goal setting and improving your life. So of course you're going to want to do these things, because I set a goal every year. I think I've not had any major goals this year. I've just had some like micro goals. I've just wanted to get through the year. It's like, it's gone really quick. It's like the first year, like losing my nan. And I've just like not thrown myself, because I think when you're juggling grief and everything together, I didn't need to do anything strenuous. I just wanted to just be happy and content and, you know, do things to the house and, yeah, and just be present where I'm needed. But, yeah, next year's like, right, and I've been voice noting a friend today, and we've been, like, talking about, like, goals and, like, next year, let's do some mega goals. So we don't have to do everything all at once. And you can look at other people and think, well, they've done this year and they've launched a podcast and done a book. This might be you now, and this is the time you need to get in touch with me. Is like, you know, you can access my courses, you can work with me one-to-one, you can pre-book a one-to-one, we can start getting the ball rolling. If I know what I'm up against, I can give you the tools and start like getting you going. Because that's the great thing, is planning is, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I think if you start to plan forwards, it's not as overwhelming, especially if you're going to do a podcast and a book. Like, it takes some planning, it takes some thought, especially if you're not savvy, like on Canva and software, and people go crazy, like, how am I going to publish a book? Do I need this? Do I need that? I'm like, I self-publish it myself. You can do it. If I can do it and nobody taught me, then I wish I'd have had me, and I wish I'd had these courses, because I would have been all over me. Because it would have made my life easier, and I would have been so far ahead in my journey, and I would have learned so much about podcasting and self-publishing and everything that I'm doing. But it's been a journey, and it's happened because it's happened, and I've grown and learnt. But at least I can authentically say that everything that I'm teaching you is, I haven't learnt from anybody else. I've learnt from me, my mistakes, other people, working and coaching with other people, helping them do podcasts, helping them do books. And we've had some really good successes. We've had #1 bestsellers. So it's whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be a big book. It can be like a journal. I've promoted my time blocking journal today because I've had a few sales. And I've got my free time, like my time blocking sheets, which are in my link tree. So I've got lots of freebies for you to go and look at to see if that works for you. And the book is like just over £5, so it's a bargain. So I might actually do some more time blocking books because it's nice to. I mean, this was like my first ever book, so I'm like, it can be improved. But you know what? I didn't know what I was doing back then. I was messing around with colours and playing around. But everyone bought. This was probably like one of the best sellers, the time blocking one, because I think everybody needs time blocking. And if you listen to the last episode, you'll get why. I time block all the time. Just give myself a pocket of time to like do the ironing or go shopping. Because if we don't stick to time, then we lose time, we can waste time, and we can get angry with ourselves, can't we? And we don't need to wait for January to feel like yourself again. We can start creating pockets of peace, pockets of productivity, and a version of you that steps into 2026 feeling lighter, clearer, and ready for the next level. Why do us mums feel drained at this time of year? And I bet you can just tick these off in your head. So it's extra school events. So I've got things going on at school. I've had to block the time out of my diary. At our school, we tend to do things in school only because a lot of the children get like transport home. So it has to be, it's not really accessible after school. So it's everything's in school. It's in my like working day. And then we've got Christmas planning, like people coming round. We might have to like clear the spare room out. Think about the food. I've been decluttering like crazy at the minute. Just getting rid of like even some of my clothes that don't fit anymore. My Christmas pyjamas. I'm like donating it to a client tomorrow. Like it's just everything that you need to like think of is you've got to think ahead for Christmas. Even ordering food, Christmas presents and wrapping. Like one thing was me like, where is all my old wrapping paper? And I put it all in the loft, but it's all stuffed at the back. So we got some out. We've had to get some more. So it's like little things like presents for teachers and work colleagues and planning outfits for nights out. And yeah, it's all the little tedious things. Like it's not like a usual month, is it? November, December is lots of planning, lots of things, a lot of financial pressure, a lot of, you started to panic. A lot of people are panicking. I've got clients messaging me panicking about money. Like I try and be organised and get like gift vouchers throughout the year, and I still get them part vouchers because I just think they're good. Like at the end of the year, you've got this amount of money, whatever you've saved, and it just comes in handy for little bits of gifts. So that's important to like plan. And if you're not planning this year, plan ahead. Even got my crackers for Christmas Day, everything like that. It's about not feeling drained because I don't want to feel stressed. And my husband said he'll wrap all the presents because he's good at stuff like that. So he's like, I'll do a lot because you're working. And he's like super patient and really tidy. And yeah, it's quite neat with things. So yeah, so we'll have to look at like doing that and getting make sure we've got lots of sellotape. As you can see, it's just things like that you don't think about. And I think sometimes we want to finish the year strong and we can feel drained because sometimes we can think, actually, we've not achieved our goals. We've not had a good year in our relationship. We've not had a good year with friendships. As you can see, there's so many variables that we can think about that doesn't work. Like, comes to the end of the year, I think, oh, why didn't I do that goal? But then it doesn't matter because there's a reason why it didn't happen and it means it wasn't aligned to you. And let's do it next year. Let's make a proper plan. And the more you podcast, the more episodes that sink in and you think, yes, I'm going to do this. And I know it motivates people because I get people daily messaging me about certain episodes and even past episodes. Like I listen to that episode and I'm like, when was that? Because some of the episodes are like, I can't remember some of them. Like I've done that many different ones. So, and what we can do is we can operate in a reactive mode instead of in a align mode. So we can kind of forget what we're doing with our business. We can just step out of our lane a little bit. We can react a little bit more unnecessarily because we start to panic and stress and get angry. And yeah, I think life just can like get crazy now for the next couple of months. And then we're like, oh, Christmas week. So, and we do put ourselves in a lot of like financial pressure and emotional pressure as well, because sometimes like partners might not help out. You might not have a supportive partner that can do it. You might be a carer. There's so many different things that I don't know everybody that listens to this podcast, so I don't know what you guys go through on a daily unless you tell me and like give me feedback. But I just go from my perspective, like this is what happens in my life, and if this is going to be related to relates to you. And I think I listen to a lot of podcasts and most things do relate to me because I'm like, oh yeah, I never thought of that. And actually it gives you some food for thought, doesn't it? Like when you're listening to other people and their lives, because most of us aren't tired. We're overstimulated and under-supported. I get this a lot. A lot of my friends feel under-supported right now in the relationships. And that's just something that person has to sort out. I can't get involved in that. I only help. A lot of my friends are lucky being a life coach. I try and coach them. I don't tell them what to do, but I help them work on their personal development to get strong and to work on better boundaries, and give feedback and to really open their eyes and come to a realisation of their worth and what's acceptable and what's needed from their partners, and saying no to people and all the people pleasing, all that. It's that's what I help a lot of my friends with. So let's look at what a reset actually means and what it's not. It's not a full-time routine overhaul, it's not perfection, and it's not starting 50 new habits. A reset is clearing the clutter in your mind, making space for yourself, getting small systems in place, and bringing your energy back home. And this is why I've spoke about, I'm not sure what episode it is, but I've talked about biohacking within our lives, and it makes our lives so much easier when we do this. So what biohacking is, things that you can do at home, it's just to make your life a little bit easier, but because we don't have a lot of time to do these things. So it could be like a sleep upgrade hack, which is go to bed 30 minutes earlier, keep your room cool and dark, and it's such a fast way to boost your mood, metabolism and patience levels, because sometimes we can feel overwhelmed. We just need to go to bed and just calm down, like even just 30 minutes before, just to start bringing your heart rate down. A digital biohack is turn your phone to like the grayscale during work blocks, so taking the colour off there, that really works, and it just reduces that dopamine distraction and keeps you focused. There's the 90-second pause technique, which is when you feel overwhelmed, give yourself 90 seconds of slow breaths. It regulates stress hormones and brings you back into alignment. Blood sugar steadying, which is really good, is like eat your foods in the order fibre, protein and carbs for more stable energy throughout the day. So because we don't want them crashes, we always get them 3 o'clock. Mine used to be, before I lost all this weight, like afternoon crashes where I've missed my lunch and I've not eaten and my brain's gone foggy, and then I'm really hungry, and then you eat and then you're having food and then you're also having your tea, but you're having them mental crashes. So if we keep that slow and steady throughout the day, and we're keeping our thermogenic heat going, and now the weather's changing, we need to like look at our bodies and what we're putting in it, because like I've gone from having like salads every day to having like lots of vegetables, which has been really good for my gut health. So I'm having more vegetables, but I have been having like bits of meals with gravy, but I'm having small portions. So, but I'm having no sugar drops or anything throughout the day. So I think that's it. I'm having eggs in the morning or a banana and yogurt. So it's just still having your hearty food, but still being careful throughout the day. And maybe just a mental clarity reset, a 2-minute cold splash on your face or a 10-second shower burst to activate your vagus nerve. And it's great for mood and reducing stress. Sometimes I do this. I don't do it in winter though. So I put it on cold. I like quickly flick it on cold and it feels really good, but then I turn it off. So that like really wakens you up a little bit. But to be fair, I am more in for like hot tubs, and I like all that heat on my body, especially my neck's been a bit funny the last couple of weeks. Since the weather's changed, I've really struggled with my neck. So I've got to be really careful with that at the minute. So yes, so let's go back to where we were, because I have digressed slightly. The time block audit. This is my busy mum secret, is look at the next 7 days, identify your pressure points, add non-negotiable blocks. That's rest, admin, creative time, mum time, you time. And small blocks equals massive energy shifts, because you can create and accomplish so much. I have non-negotiables because I think I still have to do certain things throughout the week. And if I don't, we get angry. Like if you have to give up like yoga or going to the gym, you're all right doing it once or twice, but once you stop doing it and you like fall off track, it's so hard to get back into it. Like I was going swimming on a Wednesday night, but then I had my operation on my legs, so I can't go swimming. So I've not been able to do that, but it's also gone really cold now and my pain started on my neck. So I'm finding it really hard to go out at 8 o'clock at night, to go swimming. So I'm just going to pick it up in the new year. But I've been doing bits of yoga. My friend gave me access to like a workout, like membership she's got. So I've been doing that. So it's like little things that I can do, like the treadmill. So I've just started exercising properly again because it's like 3 weeks. I can still see a few of my veins. So I had a bath today, and then when I got out the bath, I could see. I think they'd come up a bit. So, but they are looking a lot better. So I mean, I think they're going to look a lot better than they were. And it says up to weeks and weeks for them actually to, be able to like see the benefits. So I'm not going to really think about that. So sometimes we have to change what we're doing because we can't always get to what we need to do. So always don't get rid of one of your non-negotiables. Like just try and swap it for something else. And sometimes you might want to add a few new if you haven't got any non-negotiables, then it might just be having a day off in the week. Don't let anybody take that. Don't tell anybody you're having a day off. Just like I always get this with clients like this, like don't tell like the children that they're having a day off because they say they end up taking my time or they're asking me to babysit the children. I know it sounds awful saying that, but sometimes even as grandparents they say like I just need my time. And it is hard when we do rely on our parents for childcare, and I don't try and rely too much on mine because I don't want to take advantage and like be relentless all the time. So I'm lucky that I work for myself and my hubby's off in the week at the minute, so he can help so much and he doesn't complain at all. Like he'll get up, like I said to him tomorrow, like when you're listening to this, like I'll do the school run and he can like relax. So it's like it's give and take, it's looking after each other, and then I expect that back as well. So it really helps me out. But then all weekend he's working, so I've got the son. So but I prefer him being off in the week because it's my busy week, and it's like I absolutely feel golden now that he's off and it's my busy time. Because he only started the weekend shift at Christmas last year, and it really helped me out with losing my nan this year, and we've had some time, and then we had some time going for like walks and going for carveries and playing golf. I started playing a bit of golf. I'm not very good, but actually I did a really good game once because I was doing it every week and I was getting really good, but then it went rainy, so I've not really been having date days. We did it on his birthday, but I have been really busy. But we've had a lot of evenings where he's like, it's been nice, it's just to chill. So I've been trying not to work loads of evenings. Let's look at boundaries, your energy filter for 2026. So saying no to last minute plans, reducing the invisible load, and setting expectations with family, and taking guilt-free time for yourself. Every yes you give takes time from your future self, and it makes your yeses intentional. So it's just looking at better boundaries. I don't know what your boundaries are. My boundaries change all the time. You get older, you get better with boundaries, don't you? And you've got to say no sometimes because it's just the way you're feeling at the time and your mood and your pain management. It could be a bit everybody. I mean, I don't know what everybody's going through. I know a lot of the people that do listen to the podcast and what they're struggling with, but also there's people I don't know that listen to the podcast and they struggle with different things. So unless you talk to me about it and, if I can help you with anything, then it's just, yourself what you've got to do for next year. But we can make small habits that change everything for you. And we can do this before January. And it could just be a 10-minute nightly reset, laying your clothes out the night before. I do this all the time with school uniform, my clothes, so you're not fumbling for your bra and your knickers. I put it in the shower room so I can have a shower. Even just like when I wash my hair, I have them hair wraps and I put it over the shower cubicle. Then I'm not like banging the loft room. My gym clothes are here downstairs so I can put my gym bra. I have a pair of knickers and socks down here so I can do my quick workout. They like 10 to 15 minutes that knocks off of me messing around in the morning. Have some cold water ready in the fridge. A 15-minute power tidy, so I do this every day. So I don't have a specific day where I do a deep clean. I'm always cleaning, but I'll do all the sides, or I'll quickly do bursts of the bathroom. So it's just changing things to make your life a little bit easier and scheduling yourself into your week. So if you're not doing that, make sure you're doing that. And a 3-minute morning grounding ritual might just be a bit of breath work, an eye mask, a bit of EFT tapping, just something for you. There's lots of ideas. You can look online, ChatGPT, and just choose one this week, not 5. You build confidence through consistency. So when you've mastered one, then we can do another one. And let me know Like, what's going to work for you? What are you thinking about at the minute? How this reset sets you up for 2026. You'll end the year feeling more in control. You walk into 2026 with clarity. You're not starting from burnout. You're already aligned with your next level self. And manifestations land faster when you're not overwhelmed. Your reset doesn't need to look perfect. It just needs to feel like you. And the moment you choose yourself, even in the busiest season, everything shifts. You are allowed to make space for your spark again. We all know when we've lost our spark, we can get that back. No matter what it is, you don't have to tell other people. We know what we need from our own needs, what makes us feel safe and warm and well thought of. We can have this. We're adults. We can have this in our life. We can create space for this. It's just showing up for you, really working on your personal development. We've got a couple of weeks now to really get ready. Start writing, get your journal, go and write some goals down, and just look at how we can embed them into our lives and do some habit stacking, compound habit stacking. That means more than one habit stacking a day. 2 things you can do together. And that's what I do. I tend to do a few things at once. Like in the morning, I'll come here, I've got my crystals, I've got everything that I need, I've got my journal and my planner, and I'll come and sit in my little chair in the morning, I'll grab a brew, I'll sit here, do what I need to do my workout, then I'll go and get a shower. I do all this before everybody wakes up. But the great thing is now my husband's here and he starts getting my son ready. So he's like, you just go and carry on. Because he don't need to get up that early. Because even if he does the school one, he literally just brushes his teeth, gets changed, then he'll come back and then he's at home, then he does what he needs to do. So yeah, so anyway, I hope that helps, and let me know if I can help you. What are you struggling with right now? What's your favourite episode has it been lately? That has been, I feel like the last few episodes, people are really thinking and needing them more than ever, and they're messaging me and saying, yeah, this, I feel like you're talking to me, Lindsay, not other people. I'm like, because you are my ideal listeners, because you are busy mums like me. Doesn't matter what age our children are, we have still got the same life going on. And you might experience something that I experienced next week and last week. As you can see, we go through things at different times, don't we? We're human. It's our human design, and we just go through things on a daily. But it's just keeping ourselves grounded and keeping ourselves in a really good mental state. So anyway, I will let you go and I will speak to you later. Bye. If you're feeling called to go deeper, to align more, create more, and really step into that next version of you, you'll find everything you need in my link tree. From my book, Manifesting Through Motherhood, to powerful resources and ways we can work together. It's all there waiting for you. Come and find me on Instagram or Facebook. I love hearing what landed with you. Don't forget to follow the podcast, and if this episode spoke to you, please share it with someone who is on their own journey too. And happy manifesting.